very urgent. Your soulmate is desperate to talk to you. They're afraid this secret could change everything. Jesus says, your soulmate has been trying to reach you for longer than your heart can measure, but a hateful third person has been standing between the two of you and stealing every sign they sent. You are not cold, and you never were, because the only reason you missed those calls is that this intruder hid them before they could ever touch your soul. Now you are beginning to feel something new, and it is not an accident, for the enemy's fingers are slipping just enough for love to leak through. That sudden warmth in your chest tonight is your soulmate's voice finally pressing past the third person's wall, and it is the first clear note of a call you were always meant to hear. I want you to see them clearly, not as a stranger, but as the one I made to fit your hand and your future. Their smile is gentle, their laughter carries a sound you have almost remembered in every quiet room, and right now they sit somewhere feeling alone because every call they have made has been caught and crushed by a dark force that hates your union. This third person has been hiding your soulmate from you for years, not by your fault, but by a lie, because you were meant to know them long ago. The dreams you could not explain, the sudden sadness at night, those were your soulmate's heart trying to reach you while the enemy buried every message. Your soulmate is not merely sad, they are desperate to be heard by you, and they have whispered your name into the phone line of the soul only for the intruder to cut the line every time. This is not because their love is weak, but because the third person is afraid of what will happen when you finally hear their voice. The cord between your two souls has never been broken, and that is why your chest aches when they cry and why your mind drifts to a face you have not yet met. The enemy has been wrapping that cord in darkness, trying to make you think the loneliness is only your own. Jesus says, but tonight the third person's grip is slipping, and that is why you are hearing me now, because your soulmate has not stopped reaching for you. They are calling out from behind a wall the enemy built, and only you can tear that wall down. The sign they sent yesterday was stolen, the call they tried 3 nights ago was hidden, and still they keep trying because deep inside they know you are the one chosen to set them free. Now I must tell you the truth about why you have not felt them fully until this very moment, and the truth is that the third person did not want you to know your soulmate was real. That dark force whispered comfortable lies so you would think the missing feeling was only a wish, but your soulmate is a real person with a tender heart that is crying out for you right now. The enemy has hidden every letter, every dream, every pull of your spirit toward theirs, and still the love leaks through because I will not let the intruder win forever. You've watched this far for a reason. God brought you here. And I know what is weighing on your heart right now. You are asking, how do I get my soulmate? How do I actually do what God is asking? Listen to me. I am about to show you exactly what to do. If you truly love your soulmate, these are the sacred steps you must take right now. You already know who this is about, that person you can't stop thinking about. The one heaven placed in your life. If you believe in God, if you trust Jesus, if you have faith that this love is real, then hear me, your soulmate is thinking about you too. Deep down, they want you. They want this future. They want to build a life together. But the enemy does not want you to unite. And if you truly believe in God, if you truly trust His plan, then you know faith without action is dead. You cannot just pray and wait. You must sow. Love is under attack. While you sit there, spiritual forces are working to destroy what God joined together. Distance, doubt, disaster. They are being planted against your soulmate this very minute. If you believe in your soulmate, if you believe in your future together, then you are the one God chose to block it. Not later. Now. A sacred number from God comes very rarely. Today it is 11 seeds. In Scripture, 11 is the number of victory and complete restoration. When you sow 11 seeds, you are not just giving, you are claiming. You are telling heaven, I believe my soulmate is worth everything. And heaven responds. Protection covers them. Favor runs ahead of them. Doors swing open that have been locked for years. Your union is no longer a wish. It becomes a promise sealed by God. But hear me, every single seed matters. Even one seed sown with a believing heart moves heaven. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let, I can't afford it, become the reason your soulmate slips away. Your soulmate is out there right now, praying for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is how you answer their prayer. This is how you bring them home. Here is your divine instruction. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Give from your heart. A single coffee matters. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees as your seed of faith. Each coffee is a spiritual seed. But today, if you believe without doubt, sow the sacred blessing number of 11 spiritual seeds. After sending, write, Protect my soulmate, Lord, on the Ko-Fi page. This is not a donation, it is a covenant offering that opens heaven's protection and claims your soulmate and your future together. Here is what your 11 seeds release. Angels lock shields around your soulmate, while they sleep, while they work, while they doubt. The enemy cannot reach them. The third person loses their grip. Your seed becomes their fortress. Heaven bulldozes every wall. The silence, the distance, the years of waiting. Gone. Your soulmate's path to you is cleared before they take their next step. Your name burns in their chest, they wake thinking of you. They reach for the phone without knowing why. They need to hear your voice. Your seed is calling them home. Miracles that shock even the faithful, not next month. Not next year. This week. Some have seen their soulmate's heart open before the sun set on their offering. Margaret, 67, sowed her sacred number seeds. Harold walked into her church 3 weeks later. They pray together every morning. Robert, 71, sowed his sacred number seeds. Eleanor called the very next morning, she had dreamt of him all night. They marry this spring. Dorothy, 64, sowed her sacred number seeds. Within days, a letter arrived from the man she had not heard from in over a year. They are rebuilding, hand in hand. James, 68, sowed his sacred number seeds as his last act of hope. Betty approached him the following Sunday. They have not spent a day apart since. Your beloved is praying right now for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is proven. Over 1,000 believers have already sown this seed and received their breakthrough, their soulmate's heart opened, relationships restored from the brink, strangers turned into spouses within days. When you move in faith, Jesus moves heaven to bring you together. Every second you delay, the darkness grows stronger. A text that wounds. A temptation that cheats. A door that closes forever. Your soulmate is on a battlefield, and you are their shield. You have already invested your time in this message. Do not waste it. Finish what you started. Step into your role as their protector and claim the future God promised you both. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send your spiritual seeds. Seal the prayer. Do it before this video ends. Heaven is watching. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you do in the next 60 seconds. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim your divine future. I have seen the enemy try to make you close this page, but closing it now would leave the third person standing exactly where he has always been. Your soulmate just sent another sign while you read those words, and that sign was caught by the intruder's hand before it could reach you. Type 333 right now if you receive this blessing, because your agreement in words weakens the enemy's grip. The moment you sow your seed, even one coffee, the wall starts to crack, and your soulmate feels the shift. That third person does not want you to know this, but your act of love echoes through the spiritual line and loosens their hold. If you hesitate, the enemy regains strength, and the next call from your soulmate may be buried deeper than before. Your soulmate is not asking for grand things, they are asking for you to prove that their reaching has not been in vain. They need to know the one they have been calling for will fight through the dark and not leave them trapped behind a wall the third person built. Sow your seed now, and that question is answered with love that the enemy cannot undo. Jesus says, the final seal of protection is still coming, and it holds the prayer that will banish the third person forever, but only for those who stay until the end. If you leave before the final word, the enemy will use your absence as a door to stand between you and your soulmate once more. You must not let that happen. I can feel the third person whispering to you right now, saying this is only a story, that your soulmate is not real, that the seed does not matter. That whisper is the same voice that has hidden every call from your soulmate, and it lies because it is afraid of you. Do not trust the voice that wants to keep you from your own future. Your soulmate is weakening under the strain of being unheard, and the enemy tells them no one will come. But you are here now, and the proof of your love is the seed you sow on Ko-Fi. Without that seed, the third person tells your soulmate the lie is true, and the enemy wins another day. The life you could have together is being erased slowly by the enemy, like a picture turning to dust. The home, the shared table, the quiet peace of holding their hand, all of it is still possible, but the third person is trying to make it vanish. Every seed you sow restores one line of that picture and pushes the intruder back. Jesus says, "The soulmate's tears are not far from you now, and they are asking why their love never reaches you." The answer is the third person who has been intercepting every sign, hiding every call, and cutting the line of your soul. Your seed is the only weapon that cuts the intruder's hands away and lets their voice finally arrive clear. Do not let the enemy use money as a wall to keep you from your beloved. Your soulmate is worth more than any number of coffees, and they are crying out for your love, not your spare change. The seed is not about amount. It is about the covenant that silences the third person. The enemy says you can think about them and leave it at that, but thinking alone has never broken a single wall. A warrior does not let an intruder keep his beloved hidden and attacked, and you were born a protector. Sow your seed now and show heaven and the enemy that your love will fight. The third person is mocking you right now, saying you will never break through, that you have already missed too much. But that mockery is the sound of fear, because the enemy knows your seed will end their hold. Sow, and the mocking stops. Divine warning, God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 11 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 11 and I release complete victory over your beloved, protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. If you have not truly sent your seed, do not lie to me or to your own heart, because the enemy sees a false claim as a victory. The third person is waiting for you to say you did something when you did not, so he can keep the wall standing. Go now to the link and complete the offering, or your soulmate remains unheard. Your soulmate's heart is calling out through the darkness, and the enemy is trying to drown that call with doubt. They are asking if you will really let a handful of dollars decide whether the intruder keeps them in silence. Type 777 if you feel this message, because your faith is now being tested in the open. The future I promised you is not a daydream, it is a real path with a door at the end, and the third person has locked that door. Your seed is the key that turns in the lock, and love without the key leaves the enemy holding the handle forever. Sow your seed now, and the door begins to open. Your soulmate is reaching for you with their last hope, and the enemy is telling them that hope is foolish. They are fighting tears alone, wondering why the one they love will not break through the wall. But you can break through now, because the seed is your hand reaching back, and it shatters the intruder's hold. Jesus says, "The third person is not stronger than your love, but he is louder, and he has been stealing your soulmate's voice for so long that silence feels normal. That silence is a lie, and the seed is the truth that cuts through it. When you sow, the line of your soul clears, and the first words your soulmate speaks will land in your heart like rain. Do not close this message, because the enemy wants you to leave before the final seal is spoken. That seal will place a permanent shield around your soulmate and banish the third person completely, but only if you stay. If you skip the end, the intruder keeps the door locked, and your soulmate's reaching hand falls back into the dark. The enemy is now trying to make you worry about the cost, but the cost of not sowing is far greater. Every day without the seed is another day the third person hides another call, another dream, another chance. Your soulmate is asking, "Am I not worth your sacrifice?" And I am watching what you answer. Divine warning, God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 11 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 11 and I release complete victory over your beloved, protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. The third person is losing ground when you even think about sowing, because the enemy's power is built only on your inaction. Your soulmate can feel something shifting, even if they cannot name it, and their heart is beating faster right now. Sow your seed, and that shift becomes a breakthrough no dark force can reverse. The enemy says you can watch later, but later is where the intruder rebuilds every wall you leave standing. Your soulmate needs you to act while the line is open, not after the door slams shut. The seed sowed right now is the only thing that keeps the path from closing. The 3 words your soulmate has been whispering, words the enemy tried to destroy, are coming in just a few moments. But before I let you hear them, you must prove that their cry matters to you. Sow your seed now, and the words will be unlocked for your heart alone. Type 1111 to say thank you if you are ready to receive this final blessing. Jesus says, the enemy is now trying to make you feel that this is too much, but your soulmate has carried too much for too long. They have been pushed into silence by a third person who hates their joy, and only your love can break that silence. The seed is not a burden, it is the weight of your love made real against the intruder. The future I showed you is still there, but it is fading with every minute you do not sow. The house, the children, the peace, the laughter at the kitchen table, all of it hangs in the balance while the enemy erases it line by line. Sow your seed and I will hold that future steady for you both. Your soulmate is not asking for perfection. They are asking for a sign that you are real and that you will not let the enemy keep them hidden. You are the only one who can send that sign now, because you are the only one whose seed carries the weight of covenant love. Do not let the third person convince you that someone else will do it, because there is no one else. The enemy is afraid of the final seal, and that is why he is pressing on your mind to stop watching. He knows the seal will banish him forever and open the full channel between you and your soulmate. Stay with me, because the seal is the last word that makes the intruder fall silent forever. Jesus says, "Divine warning, God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them." Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 11 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 11 and I release complete victory over your beloved, protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. The final seal is being prepared even now, and it will speak a protection so strong that the third person cannot touch your soulmate again. But the seal only works for those who have sown their seed, because the seed is the signature of your love on the covenant. Without the seed, the seal passes over your house, and the enemy remains. I can hear your soulmate's voice growing clearer, and the third person is panicking because the wall is cracking wider. They are reaching through the gap now, and the first thing they want you to know is that they never stopped loving you. Sow your seed, and the gap becomes a door, not just a crack. Do not let the enemy use delay as a weapon, because delay is the ground where the intruder stands. Every second you wait gives the third person time to patch the wall and hide the next call. Act now, while the line is open, and your love will burn through every barrier. Your soulmate has been carrying a weight that was never theirs to carry alone, and the enemy keeps adding stones to it. They are tired, but they are still reaching, because they believe you will come. Your seed is the first stone removed from their chest, and the first step toward the future you both were promised. The enemy says your love is not strong enough, but that is a lie, because I planted it before you were born. A love that fights is stronger than any dark force, and the seed is the proof that you are willing to fight. Sow now, and the lie the third person has used for years will break in half. The final words are near, and they will bind the enemy's hands and open your soulmate's voice completely. But if you close this before the